Hey everybody, Omar here, the Knife Shark Guy, and I am back. Merry Christmas Eve to all you guys, and in front of you, as you can see, I've got a brand new Kershaw discontinued piece. It's been a while since I've been on. I wanted to get back into it. I also want to make a real quick announcement. If any of you guys are interested, because I'm looking to change up my channel, I want to be known as the Kershaw Guy. I don't know if you guys are willing to trust me, but I promise if you wanted to, please feel free to email me at okcalderon@gmail.com. Send me your knife. I want to find out what you got. I'll review it for you and then send it right back at you. I promise I'll keep it in the same exact condition that I found it in. We can discuss things with shipping and so on and so forth. If you email me at gmail.com, we'll talk about about how we could do that. I would like to begin doing that. Not that I'm an expert at knives or anything, but this is a hobby that I enjoy. I'm sure a lot of you guys feel the same way about your hobby. It probably won't take you too long before you have your own channel. But anyway, yeah, I want to find out whatever knife it is that you've got. If you feel free to send it to me. And to start things off, I want to make another announcement. I will be reviewing my very first mid-tech that will be sent to me by an actual knife designer here in Washington. I'm so excited. I can't wait to get that knife, whatever it is he's going to send me. The gentleman that makes the knife, his name is Ilya Pumansky. He lives right here in Washington. I met him at my favorite store, the Epicurean Edge in Washington. He is a mid-tech knife maker. I don't know much about mid-tech knives, but it looks like an opportunity to learn. But he is going to be sending me one of his knives, and I can't wait to show that piece to you and review that as well. So let's go ahead and get on with this actual review here. First of all, real quickly, this is one of 3 Kershaw discontinued pieces that I'm going to be doing in the next few weeks. Like I said, I do collect Kershaw discontinued knives. The knife must be brand new in a box. It must be complete. It must be made in the USA. That's a big one for me. So anyway, that's basically what I do. This channel is what I am. I collect Kershaw discontinued blades. So let's get on with this one right here. This is the Ken Onion designed Kershaw Whisper. And as you can see, it's a very special knife. It comes in a display case with a nice wooden stand, nice wooden stand, and a nice plastic display case that it goes in. It's what I like to call, I guess they call it a halo project, I don't know. But back in the day, Kershaw, as far as I know, this is the only one they've ever released. To get a bit of clearer picture of what I'm talking about, the triple series done by Zero Tolerance, the 777, the 888, and the 999, none of those which I own, those are considered halo projects, and it's basically the company saying this is the best knife we can possibly make at this time. That's basically what a halo project is, and they use it as sort of like a promotional tool to, usually I'm assuming they try and do it to kick off their next lineup so you can get excited about buying their knives. That's what this knife is here. Now, this is the Kershaw Whisper 1625. I'm going to go ahead and read off the specs right away to get that out of the way. So the blade length for this knife here, I'll pick it up in a second. The blade length for the knife is 2.625 inches. The length closed is 4.125 inches. The overall length of the blade is 6.75. The weight of the knife is 2.8 ounces, so it's fairly light. The blade style is a modified recurve drop point. The blade finish is hand-rubbed satin, so that's kind of new. The knife came out in 2 forms. It came out in serrated version and straight version. I'm so excited to have the straight version in front of me because I'm not a fan of serrated blades. The blade steel on this is 440V. Please, people, correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I understand it, 440V is old school S60V. It eventually became S60V steel. I don't know what elements they changed over to have it become S60V, but something in the design of the metal was changed. That it went from 440V to S60V. I doubt they just changed the name. The knife has a Rockwell hardness of 58 to 60, and it's got a locking mechanism on it called the Volt Lock, which I'll get to in a minute. The titanium, the handle itself is all titanium, and it's got what's called craton inserts. The fittings are all stainless steel. The pocket clip is right-hand tip-up only. It is a thumb stud design, ambidextrous, as well as a flipper knife. The mechanism in it is the speed-safe assisted opening, and the country of origin is USA, although I'm not so sure about that. I got my information off of Country Knives. They're actually selling this knife right now on their channel. If you want it, on their website, if you want to check it out, they do have one. It looks like it's a serrated version. The reason I say that is because it's supposedly it's made in the USA, but if I hold up the knife very closely, and if you look over by the thumb stud, I don't know if you can see that or not, but you can see the word Japan on there. I'm assuming the knife was put together in Japan, maybe, and made in the USA. I don't know. Is this a mid-tech? I'm not sure. What's great about this piece is I got number 12 of 250. That's right. They only made 250 of these guys. So that's kind of a big deal to me. So let's go ahead and talk about the knife. People are probably wondering, what is this Volt Lock thing this guy's talking about? This is the Volt Lock. Basically, you push it in so you can close the knife, and it locks the knife open. Okay, there's no blade play on this knife. This knife is absolutely solid all the way. As I said before, the entire knife is all titanium. And it can be opened two ways with either the thumb stud, as you see right there, and it can also be opened with the flipper. So there you go. It is a speed-safe design knife. What's interesting about this knife is that it actually has a lock on it. Now, the lock over time by Kershaw, this piece of safety, I guess you want to call it safety equipment, it went away after a while. They stopped putting locks on knives for whatever reason, which is kind of ironic because the Speed Safe now is a lot more powerful than it was back in the day when this knife came out. The Speed Safe back at this time, I mean, I'm feeling the spring in it. It's not as strong at all as I've felt on Kershaw knives today. Today, they just basically pop out. In fact, you can feel your hand kind of shaking as you open it. That's how strong the torsion bar is on the new knives today. But again, this is going back about 10 years, or 11 years, actually. This knife was released in 2007. Speed Safe was brand new, a brand new design. And obviously, yes, Ken Onion designed the Speed Safe mechanism with Kershaw, as far as I understand it. But this is, of course, a Ken Onion knife, as you can see right on there, Ken Onion. Ken Onion no longer works for Kershaw. He has since moved on to CRKT. So there's a pocket clip. It is a fully functioning pocket clip. It's got really good tension on it. I haven't put it in my pocket because I'm not a pocket clip kind of guy. I just put the knife in my pocket, and I don't like to use pocket clips. So in any case, the knife has a lock on it, which prevents you from having the knife accidentally open in your pocket. I think it was a great system to have. I think also they should have kept it, but maybe for I'm assuming for using reasons, having a lock on it, that would be like an extra thing you'd have to pay attention to, so they stopped putting the locks on them. Possibly for that reason, I don't know. So yeah, the knife is all titanium. It's all very solid. These inserts only on one side of the knife. On the back side, there are no inserts. On the front side of the knife, it has these rubberized, textured, what they call Criton inserts, and they feel very rubbery. The feel of this knife feels fantastic in your hand. The grooves make it a wonderful feeling in your hand as you hold it. Yes, your pinky will hang off on the end there, but because you've got such a good solid grip on it, along with the grooves, you're not going to be bothered by the fact that your finger is kind of slipping off over there. So if you have small hands, even if you have large hands, you won't feel that at all. The way they design the knife is, it seems like most of the grip is in these three fingers here, and then the final finger is just put there to rest. For smaller knives, that seems to be the case, where the pinky is the one that doesn't get used, because the strength of your hand, it seems like, is in these three fingers here when you're gripping a knife. And the pinky kind of hanging off just gives you an extra feeling of grip there. But apparently, according to knife companies, maybe it's not that important that you have a good solid grip with your pinky. The knife does have a G10 backspacer, half backspacer, which I'm not that crazy about. With me and backspacers, I don't know about you guys, but when it comes to backspacers, I either like to have the knife be completely covered with a backspace or no backspace at all. Maybe have something else put in there for the knife. But yeah, in my opinion, I think backspacers should be whole. It just looks better. I'm sure there's a purpose for that, but what that is, I don't know. So there you have it. It's a fairly simple knife. Like I said, this knife was a Halo project done by Kershaw back in 2007. Ken Onion and... there you go. Ken Onion and Kershaw put this knife out. As I said, I got number 12 of 250, which is a real treat, because to get a low-numbered serial knife is amazing. Again, there's the CPM 440V written on there, model number 1625. So there you have it, the Kershaw Whisper. Please leave your comments and questions below regarding this wonderful knife. Put it back in the display case so you can see what it looks like with the display case on it. Like I said, I believe it is a Halo project of some kind. Probably something to promote Kershaw's new lineup at that year. Who knows? But this is a collectible piece. And I think it was meant to be a collectible piece from the get-go. So... the price for the knife ranges anywhere from $250 to, I've seen it go upwards to about $450. So don't be surprised if you're a Kershaw collector like me and you find it up somewhere in that price range. A word about pricing and discontinued knives. If you've got a collection already and there's one or two knives that you're missing, and if the price is high or too high, I'm going to be honest with you, it depends on how you feel at the time that you're purchasing that knife, or you're even looking at that knife. Do I want to spend that kind of money at this time, or do I believe it'll come around again? My own experience, I've got 33 of these knives, guys, and every time I think I'm never going to see a piece, it pops up on eBay. It pops up on blade forums. You can get them somewhere, anywhere. The question is, are you going to be one of the guys that's going to keep these knives for a while and then let them go, or are you going to actually keep them forever? I, myself, am going to be the latter. I'm going to keep these knives. The reason I want to keep them is because Kershaw no longer puts out knives with different... I don't want to say they don't put out knives in good quality, because they still do. They put out knives in excellent quality. But what's missing from the Kershaw lineup is the variety. I don't see the steels anymore. I don't see the mechanisms as much as I'd like to anymore. All the designs are not as unique as they were 10 years ago. And that's because of the buying public, in my opinion. They found things that they like. You're getting a mixture of users and collectors. And from that, I'm guessing, it's just my opinion, that knife companies are going with the idea that most of the people that are into knives are are users, and they're trying to pacify people like myself who are collectors first and then users, because I do own a bunch of knives that I actually use. I don't just collect them and then tuck them away in a box somewhere. But knives like this, or knives of this caliber, where they're old and they're brand new and there's something unique about them, yeah, those I keep, and I don't use them. I'll carry them, I just won't use them. So anyway, there you have it. The Kershaw Whisper, 1625. Didn't mean to ramble on and on. Again, email me at okcalderon@gmail.com. I would love to discuss with any of my subscribers the possibility of any of you guys wanting to send me your knife for me to review. We'll talk more in the email if I receive any emails from you guys saying, hey, yeah, Omar, or Mr. Knife Shark Guy, I'm more than happy to send you my knife. How do you want to work out the logistics of that as far as the shipping and so on and so forth? We can discuss that. But I don't think it should go any further than that unless I hear a yes. But like I said, I am a stranger. I promise to send the knife back in the same exact condition that I get it in. As I said before, my very first knife that I'll be receiving is from Ilya Pumansky, a mid-tech knife maker here in Washington. So if that guy is nice enough to send me his knife, I'm just kind of hoping maybe one of you guys would be nice enough to send me yours to review. The reason I want to do that is because I want to get better at doing this. I want to get better at reviewing knives and having my channel open to all kinds of knives. So hopefully you guys will be with me. I want to thank my 100 subscribers for joining me and being patient with me and having me come back. Like I said, I've got 3 more discontinued pieces coming up soon, and you'll be catching that in my next video. So in the meantime, this is Omar, the Knife Shark Guy, signing off, hoping you'll find happiness in your next piece of sharp art. Once again, this is Omar, the Knife Shark Guy, signing off. And Merry Christmas Eve to all of you, and God bless you and your families. Thank you, and good night.